Hi, everybody, and welcome to Dynamic Words. I'm Terry Lyston, president of Dynamic Works Institute. Thrilled to be here today in person for Dynamic Words with a dear colleague and friend of mine. This is Kim Meadows. Kim is currently the Director of Training, right?
Yeah, the Director of Training.
The National Association of Workforce Development Professionals, affectionately known as NADA. Tell us about yourself.
So I have been in this position now, Terry, for about 3 years. I am from the state of Georgia. I've worked in workforce development for almost 20 years now. And so I've been the Director of Training. I absolutely love supporting workforce development professionals. I think I'm in my dream job.
You are in your dream job. And having known you, I feel like I've known you for 20 years.
It may be close. Yeah.
Kim is in her sweet spot. So this is a treat today. We're at the NADA conference here in Virginia Beach, and it gives me the opportunity to interview some leaders. And Kim's really done an amazing job with NADA. So today I'm going to ask Kim, what's your word?
So my word, and I've been so excited I'm glad you pulled me on the show, because ever since you started doing this, I already had my word. But my word is excellence.
Oh,
yes.
That is actually a phenomenal word. Define excellence from your own words for me.
So to me, excellence means always continuing to do better. So I want to distinguish it from perfection, because a lot of times we think excellence and perfection, not the same thing. But for me, excellence is always trying to do better, not thinking you've arrived. But wherever you're at, always try to achieve more.
But you're on the journey.
Yes.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's amazing. So as you've grown, give a little background before your time with NADA. What did you do? I think it would be interesting for people to learn about that.
Yeah, so for 15 years, I worked in a workforce board in Georgia, in Northeast Georgia, city of Athens, where the University of Georgia is. So I did that for 15 years, and I was a career advisor. We had a really small staff, so I was able to do a lot of things. So I did career advising, I did rapid response, I did work with businesses. So I've done a little bit of everything in workforce development. And so this position that I'm in now kind of culminates all that. So it gives me a chance to support our workforce development professionals.
We have people that are in leadership roles in workforce development that have not done any of the face-to-face work. And I think there's something really important about the quality of people that come from face-to-face work into leadership, because you understand a little different level of what folks are doing at the front line. And for the profession that we're in, you supporting people, it's pretty incredible. So excellence, how was it important during your journey?
Well, so the way I got into workforce development, I know everybody has their own story, but I actually, I started because I was receiving unemployment, because I had lost my full-time job and my part-time job within 2 weeks of each other. Wow. So that kind of set the stage for me being in workforce development, even though I didn't know it at the time, but it helped me build my empathy. So, you know, over the 15 years that I was in workforce development and working with job seekers, I always went back to that moment when I was unemployed, when I was on the other side of the table, and how I wanted to be treated being on the other side of the table, right? Because that was a very vulnerable moment for me. So excellence has always been something I've strived for in every part of, you know, whether I'm working with a job seeker, whether I'm doing a podcast, whether I'm supporting professionals, I always strive to do better than what I did the day before.
I love that. And it's evident. And you care about your work. I think having a heart, you bring your heart to work is so important. In your current role, you know, Kim talks to and speaks with and represents a 5,000 plus association membership. And she does such a great job representing all of us in her travels and in her training and in her reach. So I think one of the things that's going to be important to hear from her is, how do you keep excellence in your toolkit as you continue to expand your reach around the country?
Well, I think one of the things is I always go back to that moment when, number one, I was on the other side of the table. Number two, being in workforce development for 15 years and working in just all capacities, I just really love our field. I love our industry. I love what we do. I love what we represent, how important we are to the economy of the nation. And I think that deserves to, you know, never be good. They always say good is the enemy of best. And good enough isn't good enough. I always want to strive to do just a little bit more. So I always keep that in the back of my head. How can I be excellent today?
That was excellent. Hey, everybody. Thanks again for joining us. We're at the NADA conference. I got to interview the amazing Kim Meadows, whose word of the day is excellence. Stay dynamic out there, and thanks for all you do.